Welcome back to Brad Miller Time. Over the holidays, Mar and I have been noticing that some of the guys must have let themselves go, gaining a little weight, a little cellulite around the hip area. So this week, Mar, why don't you tell us what we're going to do?
Well, we started a little fat camp for Brad Miller Time. We want to get those guys who maybe had a few too many treats over the holiday break that getting a little soft around the midsection, and that's just something we don't like to see around here. We like to see some tight bodies, and we like to look good. So as you can see, myself maybe had 1 or 2 pieces of pumpkin pie that I shouldn't have had, and I'm here in the sauna trying to sweat some of it out. So why don't we go see what some of the guys are doing?
I think Mike Cici told me he's going to be going in the sauna. He's got something to do there, and we'll let him do his thing for a little bit, and then we'll come back in and we'll check with him later once he gets going with his workout.
Why don't we come take a look over here? We got the lean, mean Joe Gleason here. Joe, what exactly are you doing here to get lean?
Well, this summer, I wouldn't say I was fat, but I just lifted so much weight that I put on so much mass. So I'm just trying to tone it up, lean it up.
Yes, for those viewers out there, Joe had a team high body fat percentage. He was clinically obese, believe it or not, but he's changed his ways, and you're looking thin. You're looking real solid.
Yeah, thanks, Mario. I appreciate that. There's a secret though. This wasn't just protein and doing biceps all summer. I did a little something extra on the side. Not many people know about this, but pole dancing.
Really, what exactly is that?
It might be a little inappropriate, but it's actually probably one of the best core workouts out there. You perform incredible moves on a pole, up on a stage if you want to, if it makes you feel better about it. But twisting, twirls, whatever the instructor's telling you to do. And I think I have the best six-pack on the team now because of it.
Yeah, I think it looks good. I've seen the infomercials for some of that stuff, and I always thought it was phony, but apparently it's giving you results. Why can't it give our viewers out there some results as well?
Phony is the last word I'd use. More like incredible.
Yeah. Is there anyone you'd like to thank for the body that you've built and developed over the last few months to not be fat Joe Gleason, but the lean Joe Gleason?
One man.
Who's that?
Number 4, Corey Finagi. Yeah, babe.
Well, that's all the time we have. Joe, thanks for coming on to Fat Camp. You probably shouldn't be on Fat Camp anymore, but Joe is our biggest loser. He's lost the most weight, and thanks for coming on.
Thanks.
Caught up with another guy, Aaron Dell, on the treadmill, trying to shed some of that poundage that he's been putting on during the year. And it looks like he's a little bit too busy to interview right now. And I guess we'll just let him go and do his thing, and maybe we can catch up with him a little bit later. Doesn't look like he's doing much, but we'll find out. Maybe we caught him at a bad time. Aaron. Hey, Aaron, why don't you tell us a little bit about why you're in Fat Camp and what you've been doing to get some of the weight off.
The weight.
Oh, okay.
You're not
ready. There's 2 Aaron Dells, it seems.
I told you to stop touching that.
Get out of here. Aaron Dell, now that we finally got you, we had an imposter, I guess.
Yes.
So, Aaron, why don't you tell us a little bit about what you've been doing to get some of the weight off?
Well, I like to break a mental sweat. Wednesdays is arms and back for most of the guys, but I like to do the frontal lobe and the medulla oblongata.
And how's that been working out? Is you getting a sweat from your medulla oblongata and your frontal lobe? Is that working out for you, or how's that going?
It seems to be working pretty well.
All right, well, we'll leave it at that, and keep that medulla oblongata and your frontal lobe, keep them working, and I guess we'll check back in probably next week and see how your weight is and if you're losing any of it.
Here we are with Mike Cici, and Mike, tell us exactly what you're doing in here.
Well, some people like to bike to shed the pounds. Some people like to go in the sauna. I kind of like to do both because it's isolated from everyone, and I think it kills two birds with one stone.
Yeah, it looks like you're sweating quite a bit there. It's really hot in here, and obviously with the heat, and you're working extra hard, that you're going to start sweating a lot. Why did you choose the sauna? What was the basis around that?
Well, it's a little embarrassing to be so overweight after the holidays. I didn't want anyone to really know I was doing these workouts. The sauna's kind of isolated from everyone. But it is over 180 degrees Fahrenheit in here right now, and as you can see, the sweat is pouring off me pretty bad.
Why do you sweat so much? I don't understand that. That's ridiculous.
It's just I was working really hard, and obviously, as you can see, I'm working really hard. And that with the heat, I guess, just triggers the sweat to just drip off my body.
Yeah, I mean, it's not hard to see that you're going to be losing a lot of weight, sweating that much. Hopefully, I just hope it's not unhealthy that you're going to be sweating this much weight off at one time, but hopefully it works out.
Well, I did have a cup of water before I came in here, so I should be okay.
Well, that probably has a lot to do with it, but Mike, thanks for coming on the show. I'm sorry that you had to be at Fat Camp, but you know what? We've all been there at that point in our life, and I hope that one day you can have a body like a Greek god.
Well, that's what I'm working for, Mar, to look like yours.
All right, thank you. Glad to see that some of the guys are putting in some of the extra work to get that holiday poundage off, and I think it's really going to help out.
Yeah, you know, there's a lot of New Year's resolutions. People want to look better and get a little bit more fit. You know, personally, my New Year's resolution was to rock the side part. You may have noticed, just stylish, and you know, maybe have to admit, you know, over the holidays I was eating some chocolate, probably a little more than I should have, and side part, you know, that's what I did instead of being in Fat Camp. And you know, we'll see. It looks like a lot of the guys are making some progress, and you know, we'll have to check back in and stay on them. Discipline is key, and we're going to push them.
Yeah, I just hope that we don't have to go to Fat Camp, but a little extra work never killed nobody. So we'll see you next week at week 2 at Fat Camp and see how some of the results have come out.